quiet, it's starting.
The All Color Tribe Podcast presents Black Injun Ballad number 1, A Labor Alliance, an all-cast audio epic starring MF Rex, Timberline, Amy Davis, and Melissa K. Marks as King Mel, and Chris Evans as Big Motherfucker. Oh yeah, free Leonard Pelletier already? Howdy, hi, and what's happening, y'all? This is the All Color Tribe Podcast, and I am BW Sun. We're so happy you decided to tune in and participate with this, our latest installment of our abridged presentation of the great American tale, Black Injun, Ballad number 1, A Labor Alliance. It would not have been possible to have made this without an amazing cast and crew, so shout out to everybody who lent a little effort, time, and talent to this here audio epic. With that said, if this is your initial interaction with the ACTP, it'd do you proper to pop on back to episode 1 and listen sequentially. We will all still be right here when you've caught up, eagerly awaiting to rejoice your success as an audience member. Last week, we left off with Aella having been captured by a canonical cult called the Lord's Lions, where it's safe to say the stolen women of the Melvillian Kingdom are as well. Black Injun and Big Motherfucker have found the compound and are currently trying to decide how they'll infiltrate the sacrosanct institution. Today, we'll pick up there, hoping A is alright. Now, it needs to be said every week, while Black Injun Ballad number 1, A Labor Alliance, is the great American tale, part of what makes it so great is that we do not discriminate. So understand we employ and associate with some very colorful language. We don't want to ruin your day with a swear word if that's the kind of person you are. And if it is, maybe check out Paw Patrol instead of this. Alright, let's get on to the dope shit, shall we? Enjoy.
Chapter 30. Formal Introductions. Helena's hand knocks against the door to Glosboga Milo's study. Next to her, Aella in the Lord's Lion's lady line, dress and scarf, with her hair tightly braided in bun, showcases the truth. She's just a little girl. The door opens and out walks another young lady, Susanna, about Aya's age, albino and flushed with sweat on her brow and hair out of place. The old voice writhes from inside the room.
Yes, come in.
Susanna has her eyes on the ground, but lifts her gaze and meets Aya's for a moment before retreating to anywhere else.
All right, I'll be waiting for you out here. I'm so excited for you.
She gives Aella a nudge to get her through the door. Once inside, the door shuts behind her. Ahead, at the desk in front of a large bookcase filled with bound books and loose parchment, is Glosboga Milo. He's pulling at his robes, gathering them into place. But he's not who Aella pays attention to. Her eyes bounce back from side to side of the bookcase. Chained in place are 2 living, breathing, unhappy as can be lions. A male with a brimming mane and a sleeker, more sinister-looking female.
Have a seat, little bird.
The chair is a good distance from either of the big cats, but it doesn't mean Aya's any quicker to follow his instructions. And they are part of the reason.
No need to be frightened. They won't hurt you. Their jaws are bound by our Lord's love for us. Only those who war with He on high need worry about them. And surely such an innocent creature as yourself don't harbor no war in her heart.
Aella gives a slight shake of the head to share that she does not.
That's good. That's good. See, you found yourself in an oasis of grace in this world to ruin you did. This is the Lion's Den. Lord's last refuge in this bleak landscape of damnation. But it's always darkest before the dawn. And trust me, darling, morning's coming. Morning's coming fast. Tell me, child, would you rather live in the light or live in the dark?
Just as in their first meeting, where Aella said nothing, she continues on with the trend this time around too, giving her best big motherfucker impression.
Chirp, chirp. Just kindly conversation, little bird. Don't let the cat get your tongue. Now answer my question. Would you rather live in the light and love of the Lord, or in the dark, unending starvation of His neglect?
The light?
Smart girl. That's why I brought you here, glory be. Now, my name is Glowsboga Milo, and this is my pride, my family. The Lord chose me as his voice, and I live but to speak his will. And he chose you to be a member of this family, his family as well, our family, sons and daughters of his grace, the last chosen few for salvation in these end times. Soon enough you'll be able to understand his meaning and all that. For now, just know that the Lord himself selected you for his flock. But with such things, sacrifices must be made, and we must prove we are worthy for the blessings he bestows upon us as his chosen people. The first of these sacrifices being that we must leave the names we had outside the sanctuary. For we are reborn souls now in the light of his love. You will now and always be Celestian.
My name is
His knotted hand strikes hard across her face.
Your name is Celestian. A daughter does not question her father.
The same knotted hand comes back and strokes slightly down her ruddy cheek.
You told me you were all alone outside the gates. You seem awfully young to be out on the road all alone. Tell me, Celestian, were there people out there with you?
No.
You sure? Be a true shame for folks to be looking for you when you ain't lost, don't you think?
There isn't anybody. My parents, my brothers, they were killed. Everybody but me. We all ran, but I was the only one who got away.
Well, that's a horrid thing. I'm sorry. I am sorry for that. Tragedy does indeed affect this cursed world. But I promise you, right here, right now, that such pain will never find you again. Not here. Never here. Here you're gonna be safe. You're gonna be fed. You're gonna have a family. You're gonna have purpose. Forever live in the love and embrace of the Lord. Your days of suffering have come to an end, Celestian. All you need to do is be a good girl and adhere to his words. I believe you can do that, don't you?
Yes.
Good, that's good. Now it's nearly time for dinner, and after that we'll have service. Helena is waiting on you. She'll take you over to the kitchen and you can help with the preparations. You can excuse yourself now, Celestian.
Aella stands and turns to take her leave, but she's stopped with a knotty hand taking hold of her hip, and his bony body leans into the back of her. He whispers down,
Don't try to fly away, little bird.
The other hand touches her, and she's released, free to go. Aella does so at top speed. Outside, Helena is still standing and smiling. She grabs Aya's hand with excitement.
Oh my goodness, I've been dying out here. I put my ear to the wall, but I couldn't hear anything. Well, what did the Lord name you?
Celestian?
That's so pretty.
Helena embraces her new sister with joy. Aya can't help but feel nauseous about it all.
I guess.
Come, we're going to go help get dinner ready. We'll do something easy, like setting. Keep things easy. It's your first day after all.
We are the 1%, us human beings. And since we settled down and started this amazing thing that we call civilization, we've done a bang-up job of eliminating everything which falls under our gaze. 83% of wild land mammals are gone. 80% of marine mammals, they're dead. Plants, we've extinguished 50% of those oxygen makers. They don't seem to understand resources are to be sold and not exhaled. And 15% of fish have gone missing since we put our toes in the water. Everybody knows math doesn't lie, and the only thing math has to say is that we are winning. This holiday season, let's put aside our differences and take charge, solving the real problem at hand. How will we raise those percentages to 100%? Animals can't afford to live. After all, they don't have any money. and everybody knows anybody who doesn't have money should be dead. Happy holidays from the human race. We've never looked better.
Chapter 32, Dining with Lions. The dining hall is mostly empty, making it look extremely large. But it is big, able to sit 100 people or so. Small circular tables sitting under sight of a raised stage with a long hoisted table. The girls who are setting tables move about the room. One of them is Susanna, circling tables off by herself. Helena and Aella walk in to help.
You'll have to excuse me, Celestine. I need to go relieve myself. Just start setting and I'll be right back.
Helena disappears off to a bathroom somewhere. When she's out of sight, Aella walks over to the table Susanna is dressing.
What's your name?
Susanna.
What's your real name? Mine's Aella.
Susanna looks about to see who's close and within earshot.
I can't remember.
What is this place?
Hell. This place is hell.
What do you mean?
We're slaves, us girls. We do everything for them. Everything. Glowsboga Milo will take you tonight, and then tomorrow you'll be gifted to a son, and you'll just be his. For forever. But Glowsboga Milo will still have you too, when he wants you.
You mean...
Sex. You work all day for them, clean for them, feed them, anything they want or need. And then they fuck you for it, whenever they want. And it doesn't end.
Why not run away or fight back?
Because it never works. And when you see what happens to the girls who try, you don't want to.
How long have you been here?
Ever since they took me. A long time.
Do you remember where you came from?
We are all from his glory, Celestine.
Helena is back from the ladies' room, all smiles.
All of us, you, me, Susanna, brought forth from the dark and reborn in his light. You'll learn to know the truth. Isn't that right, Susanna?
Yeah, that's right.
The three girls focus on the silverware and leave the conversation be for uncomfortable silence instead. Helena doesn't seem to mind, ever content with the agenda. 30 or so minutes later, all the tables are set, and the daughters are rolling in and taking chair. Aya's already seated, watching. There must be 50 or so. Sons come in as well, 7 of them. And so does Glowsboga Milo. The men sit at the long raised tables. Aella watches them. They're all older and achromatic. They could be fathers and grandfathers to the girls seated below them. When everyone's in, some final girls appear and serve the food. Steamed greens, bread, and rabbit soup. Aya is unable to resist a good meal and digs in.
It's good, right?
It's delicious.
I told you so. We grow and raise everything ourselves. You think this is good? Just wait for the bacon in the morning. Susanna, tell her how good the bacon is.
It's pretty good.
Who are the men with Glowsboga Milo?
Those are the sons.
Well, you already met Wilhelm. But the others are Michael, Stefan, Jersey, Pitta, Edmund, Philip, and Whittle.
But there's 12 in all. 4 aren't here.
Leonard, Jacob, Bernard, and Edward.
And we belong to them.
No, silly. We don't belong to them. They're the sons of the Lord, and we're the daughters. The Lord blesses each of us daughters with a son, and we're married. And honestly, where would a man be without a good wife to take care of him?
Wives.
A man has many needs, Susanna, as you well know.
So all these girls are married to 13 guys?
No, Glowsboga Milo doesn't take wives.
We're all married to a son, and some sons are blessed with more wives than others.
So who are you married to?
My husband is Bernard. He's the most handsome if I do say so myself. But he's not here. He's on gate duty tonight. Just the girls tonight.
Helena has a playful look in her eyes. Looking over to Susanna, it's a less thrilled attitude.
Wilhelm.
As another day comes to a close, I must say, it's a happy sight for these old eyes to look over my beloved family, happy with full bellies. May each day be as good as this, until the Lord calls us to come home. Amen. Today was especially good, though, because the Lord brought another of his daughters into our fold. Celestian, stand up, darling.
Aella doesn't want to stand. Helena nudges her, and after all, everyone is already looking at her. She obeys.
This is Celestian. Show her the kindness that family does and help her learn the Lord's way of things so she may see how blessed we are.
Everyone resumes with dinner. Aella takes her seat as well, not realizing it was all over when it was.
Any of the sons catch your eye?
Huh?
Glow Spogomilo raises to leave the dining hall. Stefan accompanies him.
Where are they going?
Glow Spogomilo has to prepare for sermon. We go there after dinner.
Fellas, it's been a tough couple of years for us, hasn't it? Seems like every day we're being told we're wrong for just doing what we've always done since the beginning of time. Be a man. Are you tired of it? Well, me too. It was you who created this world with your own two hands. And after doing all the work, you're supposed to sit back and not enjoy the fruits of your labor? Yeah, I didn't think so. With the new year upon us, let's remind the rest who sits at the head of the table. We get the big piece of the chicken and every other thing we want because we're men and we deserve it. Remember, he who spares the rod spoils the subordinate. Man up and take what's yours. They'll thank you for it in the end. This has been a message from the human race.
Chapter 33. Psych. The sun's nearly set, and the buggy sits crooked on the trail without the mules to help hold it proper. Black Injun is sitting casually inside, still trying to blow smoke rings, and still unsuccessful at it.
These motherfuckers here, boy? Taking forever. We've been here hours.
Off the trail, Big Motherfucker is crouched in the umbrage, hiding.
They better hurry up.
In the dark, Big Motherfucker can do nothing to express the need for Black Injun to shut up. If they hear him talking, the plan is ruined before it begins. Hooves sound down the trail. Black Injun tosses the smoke and slumps over, playing possum.
Watch this shit, Biggins.
A small dot of orange swells and splits into two as the lions ride up, fully robed and hooded. They have to stop, the buggy obstructing their path. The torchlight only sheds so much truth. They can see the body in the buggy. One hooded horseman pulls his gun. His comrade hops off his horse before unholstering with a torch also in hand. The man on the ground steps forward, round the buggy to see what the situation is. The firelight creeps over Black Injun, sitting and seemingly lifeless in the buggy.
What is it? Looks like a dead guy. Looks like, is he or not? Keep your pants on.
Black Injun gets poked with the robed rogue's revolver but doesn't twitch.
Yeah, he's dead all right. He shot or something? Can't tell what killed him. Whatever he had got taken, looks like.
The lion standing next to the buggy looks back to his partner on horseback. There's something large and dark growing behind him. It's only a second the man on the ground sees Big Motherfucker's face before the high-seated lion is snatched off his saddle.
What the hell?
Black Injun pops back to life and snatches the revolver from the man in front of him.
You ain't no ghost, motherfucker.
Head swings round with his gun taken away. Jacob is looking at the dead man in the buggy, but the dead man in the buggy isn't dead. The revolver comes back in form of a blunt object. Black Injun smashes Jacob's face with it until he's no longer awake and grinning, with a couple less teeth. Behind the buggy, Big Motherfucker makes short work of the other man. After getting him off his horse and slamming him into the ground, it doesn't take long to choke him out once Biggins puts his weight into it.
See that shit, Biggins? They thought I was so dead. Told you I could act good as hell.
Both Black Injun and Big Motherfucker start stripping the two men down. Ends up it's Leonard and Jacob out again tonight. The fact that they're twins excites Black Injun.
Twins are good luck.
Naked and dragged to a nearby tree, Black Injun ties the brothers up. Then, he and Big Motherfucker pull on the stolen robes. Where the garb is long on Black Injun, Biggins has the seams about to burst. He looks like a misshapen and overstuffed beanbag. The hood fits, though.
It's not that it's a bad plan. You're just too big for it. I don't know how long they're gonna stay fooled.
Big Motherfucker buries a fist into its opposite hand's palm with a smack.
I like where your head is at.
The duo mount the naked men's horses and gallop off to the lion's den. The naked twins abandon with hopes they'll die from starvation while tied to a tree. What a shitty way to go. It's about 12 minutes later that Jacob comes to, realizing his situation.
Ah, shoot.
Aw shoot. That last line always makes me laugh. When I wrote it, it was aw shit. And I believe that's what it still says in the script, but we had the amazing voice man Alan Jones from Israel reading the part of Jacob and Leonard, along with a handful more of the sons. And well, Alan Jones doesn't cuss. Nothing wrong with that, and I thought it worked out for the better in some spots, like always giving me that chuckle in the end right there. Now, Susanna shed some light on what Aella can expect from that piece of shit Milo, but I want to say in advance, while sexual abuse is referenced, you will not hear any betrayal of it. I see no point in trying to create something that so many know too well already. If you were open to hear a chapter where a girl gets raped, please stop listening altogether. This ain't for you, and you might as well just kill yourself while you're at it. All of us at the tribe thank you for it. Sorry. Dark turn there, fellow friends of the good, but it had to be addressed. If things begin to turn up, we hope to have you join in next time for the All Colored Tribe podcast abridged presentation of the Great American Tale, Black Injun Ballad No. 1, A Labor Alliance. If you'd like to listen to the full-length edition, containing the missing chapters from the podcast version, along with a sneak peek into Black Injun Ballad No. 2, The Dead President's Initiative, it's just a mere $6 over at allcoloredtribe.com. Last week I told you could speak directly with the tribe through a Facebook group, but Facebook decided to disable our page, group, and then some, so we're just deciding fuck Facebook. But if you would like to contact us, feel free to email us. The address is howdy@allcoloredtribe.com. That's HOWDY@allcoloredtribe.com. Hope you'll be back next time, and until then, peace, love, and y'all be safe out there. Now, as far as I can figure, only way we get better people is by being better to them children who grow up to be the people. So let's put an end to child abuse in its many forms. If you need help doing so, please contact any of the following ASAP. Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline, 1-800-422-4453. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children Tip Line, 1-800-843-5678. RAIN's National Sexual Abuse Hotline, 1-800-656-4673. Our future is on us from here on out, folks. If we let them ruin what's left, then we can only blame ourselves for the failing. All Colored Tribe, Futuro Amplificande Studium.